Got to change up the fit. I'm wearing a Valhalla fit right now. This is the last chapter, the final chapter on these virtual tours in Baghdad. Might be the last virtual tour in a while, to be honest. Until, actually, I lied. Maybe for like a week or two, we won't get any more virtual tours until the new Japan thing come out. So we're gonna go out with a bang. Let's see what drip we could wear to end this tour, man. You know, y'all know this is my favorite one, the night costume. That's my favorite one. Eunuch is crazy. I'm gonna rock out in this one right here. Cause he look like he part of the Taliban right now, right? I ain't never really even got down in this drip. You know what I'm saying? But let me get to somewhere safe. And we're gonna end this tour, man. It's been a great ride. We've been learning a lot. I really like this location. We could get a better location.
Keep it moving, please.
Oh, y'all speak English in this game, huh? I'm gonna go take off this last wanted poster over here and share this out, man. Hold on.
Better keep a low profile.
Yep, gotta keep a low profile, man. So yeah, this is the final chapter. Maybe I'll just have him sit here, man. Just reflect. Been through a lot. Final chapter. Alright, let's see what information we could get into. We're gonna go into the Codex, History of Baghdad. We got 4 more sections left. And it's in let me see, where is it? I know it's in, what was it? Beliefs in Daily Life. I read this one already. So now we got organized into alphabetical order. Education system was one of them, and then death and afterlife. So let's start off with the we'll start off with the death and the afterlife, because I think, you know, it's pertinent, necessary. So this is a tombstone, 10th century, Nishapur, Iran. And this is in the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York. Okay. So this is what their tombstones used to look like. And, you know, that ain't too different than what we're used to here. So let's see what they thought about the death and the afterlife. We kind of got an idea, right? This is Islam, right? So it says, in time, rituals inspired by Prophet Muhammad's life started to coalesce into a distinctive Islamic burial rite practiced all over the empire. A unique element was a relatively short mourning period of only a few hours. In this small amount of time, the body was washed in houses or mosques an uneven number of times with perfumed water. Okay, so maybe 1 time, 3 times, 5 times, 7 times, 9 times. Cleaning the body. Depending on the financial resources of the mourners, the deceased person was dressed with either a dedicated mourning shroud or a clean cloth. And that reminds me of when Malcolm X was buried and how he was sent away. Right? So, depending on the financial resources of the mourners, the deceased person was dressed with either a dedicated mourning shroud or a clean cloth wrapped an odd number of times, with the best available cloth used for the head. So again, what's the significance of this odd number? What's the superstition around that? With the best available cloth used for the head. Finally, the body was carried to a cemetery in a procession, bringing together family members, friends, and neighbors. Okay. They laid the deceased to rest on their side, facing Mecca, in the eventual judgment of God. Ooh, okay, getting deeper. I didn't know this. I did not know this. So the body has to face Mecca and be on its side. Okay. The prominence of odd numbers in these practices were related to their signifying the oneness of God in Islamic theology. There we go. Every one of these steps was linked to the perception of the afterlife. Those who passed away were believed to be awaiting a day of judgment, in which they would appear in the state in which they were buried. Then would be decided their eternal fate, either in Jannah, the final abode of the righteous, or heaven, or in Jahannam, the place of punishment for evildoers, or hell. Of course, this view of death as transitional did not prevent feelings of sadness. Abbasid cemeteries were full of family members visiting their dead loved ones, offering poems, prayers, and small tokens of affection or memorabilia. That's interesting. So they believe that you would appear in either Jannah. Wait, let me see. Okay, you would appear at the day of judgment, on the day of judgment, in the state in which you were buried. So if you were a baby, you would appear as a baby. If you were an old man, you would appear as an old man, and so forth. That's interesting. And it's Ramadan, so it's a Ramadan stream. It's interesting that we're ending the Baghdad, well, at least for now. And it's so interesting. I'm looking outside, and it's still light out at 5:20. The days are getting longer. We're getting long days now. March 1st. I forget what I was just saying before that. Oh, we're ending these virtual tours on the first day of Ramadan. So the next one is the education system. Kutab, school, in Hariri's Makamat, 13th century copy of a 10th century original. Now, let me just drop this in Discord real quick. Okay. 13th century copy of a 10th century original in Iraq. In Alami Sonia Holiday. I'm trying to figure out what that is. But if I'm looking here, I can't really make out what's going on in the image. But it's supposed to have to do with schooling. So let's see what it says about the education system in these times. Education at a rudimentary level was accessible to most boys and girls in Abbasid cities. While elite members of society would be taught by private tutors at home, less fortunate children of 6 to 9 years of age would attend the kutab, the place of writing, a school usually located in a mosque. And I'm thinking about that kutab word, and I'm thinking of kitab, and I'm thinking of maktab, and all of these things have to do with writing. And I know that's kind of how the language functions, right? Okay. So less fortunate children of 6 to 9 years of age would attend the kutab, the place of writing, a school usually located in a mosque. It was run by a male teacher whose wage was paid directly by the parents, or subsidized by pious endowments in the case of destitute or orphaned children. His job was to teach the children to read and write by copying verses of the Quran on any surface he could find: paper, clay tablets, even sand. Some elements of arithmetic and basic religious duties, such as the rules of ablutions and prayer, were also taught. But the most valuable But the most valued achievement of any Kutab student was to memorize and recite the 6,348 verses of the Quran, a feat that would merit the child an award and even an honorific procession through the city. Most children did not pursue their studies after elementary school, but adult classes existed and could be attended by anyone willing to listen. They involved lectures on subjects like Quranic exegesis, law, theology, logic, or medicine. To become a master, a student had to participate in classes until he was deemed knowledgeable enough to and given an ijaza, a sort of diploma. These adult classes could take place in any large public space, especially in mosque courtyards. In the 11th century, the system developed further and became centered on the madrasas, schools for adults, funded by endowments provided by patrons. Some academic debate exists as to whether girls could attend public classes. Sharing class with boys and traveling to the kutab could lead to evils, such as harassment, aggression, or simple conversation. It could also prevent girls from learning the domestic skills they were expected to acquire. The idea that they should be taught at home was therefore quite popular, even if exceptions did exist. Daughters of rich and scholarly families, for instance, would benefit from a thorough home education, and hundreds of women scholars' names are known. But this figure is dwarfed by the number of male scholars of the period. Okay, so that's not really a surprise. I know some people have an issue with that. Personally, to an extent, I don't, because of the way I went to school in high school, right? And the type of schooling I had in high school made it easier to focus. So I can understand that. So that's the education system. It's interesting. It said most people only did the elementary, but they still did have adult classes for adults that wanted to learn. And the parents paid the wages directly of the teachers. Okay, so that's 2 down, and we got 2 more to go. This is coming to an end. The last 2, what were they in? Government, I believe? They were in government, that's right. I don't remember this postal system. Do I remember this? Nah, I don't remember this. So we gotta do the postal system. Let me see, what's this? Hold on. I think I read this one. I'm not gonna trip over this one, but this postal system, gotta read about the postal system. I probably read it, but like earlier in the game when I was first starting to play it, I didn't read it on live. And we got to do this one, this site here, Dur Kuragalzu. And the founding of Baghdad, we got to do that one. We read the gates already. We read about the judges and the judicial system. Did we read about their rivals? Yeah, I read about this. Okay, so we got 3 more. Potentially 4. I'm trying to remember if I read this one. I succeeded, but there's sometimes any male member of the room. Is this going to talk about concubines in here and whatnot? Alright, I'm going to do the postal system, because I don't remember reading about this one. So what we got here is a silver dirham with a horseman. Silver dirham with a horseman, 908 to 932, somewhere in that time frame, presumably Baghdad, Iraq. And this is from the Khalili collections. So the Baghdad postal system. It says, Caliph al-Mansur believed that the Abbasid state stood on 4 pillars: clerics that feared God, guards that helped the weak, honest tax collectors, and the Barrett, an extensive system of couriers and spies who ensured everyone's loyalty. So I do remember reading this actually. Barid. Barid. Okay, well, they put one I, so that's why, like, to me, it looks like Barid. So, but I know they're doing that because that's the Romanized way of spelling the word, I guess. But if for what do they call it? Not for transliteration purposes, they probably should put two I's in there, so it reads as Barid, Barid, because it looks like Barid. I did read this already though. I actually remember this. I'll read one more paragraph of it though. Gotcha. Postal routes set up and paid for by the state have existed in one form or another in the Middle East since the Achaemenid Empire's Royal Road. It was an essential tool for ruling an empire stretching from Morocco to China. The Abbasids took over this system in 750 and expanded upon it in the following decades. So that's one thing I learned about the Abbasids. They really didn't, well, I'm not going to say they didn't create new stuff, but a lot of what I read is about them expanding systems that had already existed prior to their family coming into power. They just expanded upon things. Their Barid was made up of postal routes established to expedite the reception of news and the issuing of orders to the provinces. 930 small stations, 8 to 10 kilometers apart, were prepared and staffed with runners, riders, and horses ready to go at a moment's notice. Food, water, fodder, and everything needed by couriers were readily available to ensure the speedy transfer of information. The head of the system was the Sahib al-Barid, master of letters. Is it Sahib or is it Sahib, Kareem? Is it Sahib or Sahib al-Barid? Which one is it, Hib or Heb? Master of letters, Sahib or Sahib. His job was to report the important affairs to the caliph, to carry out his orders, and to supervise the work of the empire's administrators. As such, he was respected by his colleagues as a man who could sway their whole destiny with a single word. So the head of the postal system was the Sahib al-Barid. Let me see how you wrote that. It's kind of small. That looks like Sahib. Sahib. I can't tell if it's... Okay, that's Sahib. Sahib. Got you. Sahib. Ooh, I'm about to get paid. Hold on, y'all. I'm about to get paid. That's why I be telling y'all. I be playing video games getting paid. I gotta see if I could log into Zelle. Zelle's been giving me trouble. So that's the Barid, or the postal system, which is good to know, right? So we know that they had these systems, even the systems that we have today. What systems do we have today that are really brand spanking new that we never had before? It's like everything that we had is just an evolved version of previous systems that already existed, right? Whether it's roads, right? Sometimes they do make new roads, right? But before we had dirt roads, right? We had the Silk Road. We had the Achaemenid Empire's Royal Road. And then even with boats, right? From little canoes to the poorly developed boats that they talked about that they went to Indonesia with that ended up crashing, or whatever you call it when the boats crash. I forget the word. So we've always had all these things. It's just we've evolved them over time. Fair to say? Do y'all agree with that? What is new? All right, so now we got to go to so let's go back to, what was that, government we was reading? Yeah, government. So next is this Dor Koragalzu site. I never really heard anybody talk about this. And this makes me think of the what was those people called? When you got like Sargon and all those people. What's those people called, man? Ah, man, I should know this, man. With the Lama Su, because that's the icon I had for a while as my profile, the Lama Su. I'm trying to think of that. What is it, man? Somebody help me out. What am I thinking of? With King Sargon, the first, and then the second one came like thousands of years later down the line. What's the name of that empire? Sumerians. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there was another one too though. It was the Sumerians and who was the other one in that Mesopotamian region? I forget the damn names. See, I might have to. See, I don't really like going into ancient history though. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. To me, like it's just too far back. And okay, the Assyrians is yeah, that's what it is. The Assyrians, that's what it is. The Sumerians and the Assyrians. That's right, Kareem. And the Babylonians. That's right. You got it. That's what I'm thinking of. That's exactly it. Um, okay. So like I was saying, I don't really like going that far back. Like some people like to go back 4,000 years, 6,000 years. That's too long. That's too much for me, man. I keep it simple. We're gonna work within the last the last 1,000 to 2,000 years tops. I'm not going beyond 2,000 years with any history. Just personally, I don't really care to, right? I gotta re-download Zell real quick. All right, so let's read into this here, and they actually have this site in the game, which is cool. So it says Dor Koragalzu. Let's get a look at it here, and you know, it almost just looks like a rock, but you can see the bricks, right? You can see the bricks, the layers of the bricks laid down. So it says Ziggurat of Dor Koragalzu, 14th century BCE, Iraq. So now we in 1300, 1348 BC, 1397 BC. So that's 3,000 years ago, right? Over 3,000 years ago. Ramadan Mubarak. Ramadan Kareem. 14th century BCE, Iraq, right? So this is what it looks like, or what's left of it. So let's read about it. On the outskirts of Baghdad stands what looks at first sight like a hill battered by the winds. On closer inspection, however, the mound is made of baked bricks which form a 60-meter high structure. According to an inscription found on one of them, they were placed by King Koragalzu II in the 14th century BCE. It is the last standing building of the former capital of the Kassite Empire, Dur Koragalzu, which means the fortress of Koragalzu. The Kassites ruled over central and southern Mesopotamia, which is Iraq today, from the 16th to the 12th century BCE. While their precise origins are uncertain, they adopted many of the cultural and political practices of their Babylonian predecessors. Amongst them was the construction of ziggurats, terraced compounds made of receding levels that served as temples. In Dur Koragalzu, this took the form of a 69 by 67 meter building. You saying Dur is plural for Dar? Dar is what, house? In Dur Koragalzu, this took the form of a 69 by 67 meter building, of which only the core survives. Around it were a royal palace and an entire city, both of which were destroyed by the Elamites of southeastern Iran around 1155 BCE. The ziggurat served as a temple for centuries, but it too was eventually abandoned. Devoured by time and sand, it nonetheless remains one of the most iconic buildings of the area, often confused with the biblical Tower of Babel by medieval and early modern travelers. So there are some aspects here that I'm not really familiar with, to be honest. I don't know anything about the Kassites. I'm wondering if Marquise would know about the Kassites, because that sounds like something that may have made it into the Bible. Kareem, have you ever heard of the Kassites? I've never heard of the Kassites, so that's new to me. And also, this King Koragalzu the second. I've never heard of King Koragalzu. That's new. First time. Yeah. So let me see what I could find on the Kassites really quick. And let's see, let me ask, are the Kassites in the Bible? No, the Kassites are not mentioned in the Bible, but they were an ancient people in the Near East who controlled Babylonia. The Kassites were a non-Semitic ethnic group. What does that mean? See, this is why I don't like going with this whole Semitic, non-Semitic thing, man. The Kassites were a non-Semitic ethnic group who ruled Babylonia from about 1531 BC to 1155 BC. Oh, the Akkadians. That's what I was thinking of, Kareem. That was actually what I was thinking of. You said some that were close to what I was thinking of, but what I was really thinking of was the Akkadians. Sumerian / Akkadians. That's what I was thinking of. Okay, let me finish reading this. The Kassites were a non-Semitic ethnic group who ruled Babylonia from about 1531 BC to 1155 BC. They had a pantheon of deities that included some adopted from the Sumerian Akkadian pantheon. The Bible does not mention the Cush. What? Alright, I'm not reading that. I think the AI made a mistake on this last part. So I'm not going to read that last part. Got to be careful with this AI. It be making mistakes sometimes. So that's the Wikipedia page on them. The Kassites. I think I got one more, and that's going to be the end of Baghdad. It's kind of a bittersweet moment to finally get through all the lessons that this game had to offer. And I learned a lot. I learned a lot from this game. You know, just being able to read, like, just the fact that the game is so educational, I really appreciate that. That's why I love Assassin's Creed. So next, and last but not least, the founding of Baghdad. Wow. Isn't that interesting that we're ending on the founding? And y'all know how much I love maps. And I believe I don't know if I've seen this one in particular, but I've seen maps by Al-Istakri. I've seen his work. So yeah, it's it's interesting how we ending on this note. You know, just considering, you know, how I like to study and the things I like to study. It's fitting that this is where the Akkadians were Semitic. No, they weren't. It always says the Akkadians were non-Semitic. I thought it says they were non-Semitic, and also their language was not a Semitic language, right? I don't believe them when they say they disappeared, man. I believe what that means is the researchers, scientists, they haven't found the necessary information, right? Some of it could be buried. Some could be, still unearthed. And some of it could have been destroyed, right? It said the Elamites came in 1155 BC and destroyed the Kassites' city. So it could be that one group. It could be that one group uprooted the other group, destroyed its documentation. Well, it wouldn't have been paper back then. It would have been inscriptions. You never know, right? Or like you said, yeah, maybe they blended into another civilization, and we just haven't discovered necessary inscriptions and things like that to have a better understanding on what actually happened to them, because we know that no aliens came to Earth and snatched them up and took them to Mars, right? So they couldn't have disappeared. That's my opinion though, Kareem. That's just me. All right, so I'm gonna get into this reading. I just had to send a quick email, and this is the last chapter. So here we go. Map of Baghdad's region by Al-Istakri. 12th century copy of a 10th century original. So is this what you call a frick, I forget the damn name. What's it called when you try to make an exact copy of a previous map? I forget the damn name. It's on the tip of my tongue too. Copy of facsimile. Facsimile. So is this a facsimile? 12th century copy of a 10th century original. This is in the Leiden University libraries, Leiden, the Netherlands. So them Dutch got it. And Kareem, one thing I want to study a little bit more too is, there were people from the East that traveled into the Western world in Europe for diplomatic purposes. I kind of want to study into that a little bit more. Some of those ventures into Europe and vice versa. Because for the longest, those two sides have been at war, but we also know parties from each side had diplomatic relations with each other. So let's get into this. When the Abbasids overthrew the Umayyads in 750, they quickly decided to relocate their capital away from the Umayyad center of power in Damascus, which is Syria. In 762, Caliph al-Mansur, who reigned from 754 to 775, founded a new city which served as his family's residence for the next half a millennium, or 500 years. After a personal reconnaissance, I don't even know how to say the damn word, reconnaissance, right? That's how y'all say it, right? After a personal reconnaissance of central Iraq, and that's French. Is that French, Kareem? Sound like Renaissance. After a personal reconnaissance of central Iraq, he chose a fertile plain bounded by the Tigris River next to a village called Baghdad, God-given in Persian. So I just learned something new. Baghdad means God-given in the Persian language. Baghdad. Baghdad. Do you say it like that, Kareem? With a ch? Baghdad? And I'm trying to figure out what means God. Is it Vag? I've been working on my accent pronunciation skills, Kareem. In selecting this location, al-Mansur participated in a long tradition of imperial cities in the region. And I got to pause really quick. So Baghdad was originally a village. It had already existed, okay? In selecting this location, al-Mansur participated in a long tradition of imperial cities in the region. Both the Greek Seleucids and the Persian Sasanians had founded their capitals of Seleucia and Ctesiphon, respectively, in the area. So, we were just talking about Europeans in the East and Arabian Middle Easterners in the West. It's saying the Greeks were already in the East. And we know that. And we also know the Byzantines were creeping over there, right? So we're also going to have to look into the Seleucids. So let me get something on that. Well, first of all, I need to drop the Cassite thing into the Discord so I can have that saved. And then also the Seleucids. So this is going to go in history. Boom. And then we got to get the Seleucids. Selecui, something like that. Seleucid Empire. Here we go. I'm going to drop this in the Discord as well. Bang. And they got coins and everything of the Seleucids. Okay. Before Baghdad, there was Kufa and Basta. I never heard of Basta, but I heard of Kufa. I've heard of Kufa. One day I might go to the Middle East, Kareem. I might go one day. And if I do, I'll bring my camera. Oh, Basra. Yeah, I know Basra. Oh, I just got paid. It's a good day. I just got paid. I just got paid while playing a video game. I'm used to that though. I've been doing this for years. Doing something. Hold on, y'all. Alright, here we go. So the Seleucids. Okay, I'm going to start from the top. After a personal reconnaissance of central Iraq, he chose a fertile plain bounded by the Tigris River next to a village called Baghdad, God-given in Persian. In selecting this location, Al-Mansur participated in a long tradition of imperial cities in the region. Both the Greek Seleucids and the Persian Sasanians had founded their capitals of Seleucia and Ctesiphon. I don't know if that C is silent in Ctesiphon or is it Ctesiphon. You know, I don't know what monkey money is, respectively in the area. Kareem, stop being abrasive, Kareem. Kareem, you're developing a reputation of being an abrasive character, buddy. Stop being abrasive. You're developing a reputation of being abrasive. All right? Cut it out, Kareem. Here we go. Legend has it, a few kilometers to the north of these ruins, the Caliph used his sword to draw 3 concentric circles in the sand, upon which the city walls were built. Inside the city, he installed his palace, large gardens, government offices, and military barracks. In keeping with the Roman tradition of city layout, the concentric circles were divided into 4 quadrants by a Cardo Maximus, north-south road, and a Decumanus Maximus, east-west road, which upon leaving the city led to various parts of the empire. From the start, the city had many names. Al-Mansur called it Madinat al-Mansur, or the city of Mansur. Hey, Kareem, in this Madinat, do I say the T at the end? Do I say Madinat, or do I ignore the T and just say Madinat al-Mansur? Medina al-Mansur. Do I say the T? Madinat or Medina? Madinat al-Mansur, the city of Mansur. His administrators called it the Round City, and most of its inhabitants Madinat al-Salam, the city of peace, in reference to the Quranic paradise. In time, all these names disappeared and only Baghdad remained. Oh, I pronounced the T. Madinat al-Mansur. Okay, cool. So it had different names. It had the Madinat al-Mansur, Madinat al-Salam, Round City, which may have been Halakha. Wait, is that how you say circle? I forget how you say circle. Damn, was it Halakha? I can't remember in Arabic. Kareem, how do you say circle in Arabic? Is it Halakha? I think it's Halakha. Okay, soon merchants and craftspeople. When there is another word, you need to make the Elysian. What is Elysian? You gotta practice your English on that one, Kareem. What's Elysion? What's Elysian? I don't know what that is. Alright, soon merchants and craftspeople flocked to this new center of power, resulting in the vast expansion of the city outside of the original walls. By the 9th century, multiple districts on both banks of the river hosted hundreds of thousands of Baghdadis. Al-Mansur's creation had become one of the largest and most famous cities in the world. And I gotta get this map, and I gotta drop that in the Discord. And let me respond to this email real quick. I will get your event onto. Alright. Hold on. Okay. And I think that's 6 to 9. Alright. We locked in and we loaded. So now let's get this I gotta find this map. So it's called map of, and I've seen this brother's name before. He has a series of maps. So he must have been a very reputable cartographer during his time. Put in a lot of work. And I also been, I studied the style making of the Arab maps. They would frequently put east at the top, right? Oriented with east being at the top. And the way they would signify like bodies of water, etc., etc. Very interesting. What I feel like is most scholarship is Western scholarship, right? That's most people's foundation and baseline when it comes to all types of information. Language, style, culture, everything is Western in some shape, form, or another. But then when you get to the Eastern, right, what we call Eastern, well, what I think Eastern is basically when the script changes. If the script is a non-Latin script, right, that's pretty much the Eastern world. Basically the world where the Romans didn't run rampant in, right? Now you have the obstacle of a different worldview, which means you're going to get a different orientation on maps. You got a different language. You have a different script. So this is out of a lot of people's comfort zone in the Western world. Of al-Istagri. Alright, let's see if I can find this. I found... Let me see. I think I found it. I got pages that look similar, but I'm gonna at least just get the cartographers. What's it called? Wiki page. And drop that in the history book in the Discord. So Kareem, what are you saying, Kareem? You teaching about language? Madinat al-Mansur. To link the two words, you need to pronounce the T. I got you. Got you. I don't know what Elysian means, though. So I think you meant to say, when there is another word, you need to make the connection. That would probably be the right way to say it, Kareem. When there is another word, you need to make the connection, and you make the connection by pronouncing the T. Madinat al-Mansur. To link, yeah. So we'll go with that, Kareem. And that's it. I think I read pretty much everything. Elysion is a French word? Oh, okay. We don't know that word. I don't know that word personally. I think I read everything. I read camels. I read about the bazaar. I read about the Did I read about the exports? I don't think I read this. No, I did read this. I read this last time. That was one of the recent ones. Ceramics, I read about that. Emporium. Dang, I'm gonna be like a mini Baghdad, Abbasid, amateur historian, man. Read about the Kian. Read about table manners. Zubaydah bint Jafar. Remember her story slightly, not perfect, but I remember. Majlis. Hold on. Hey, you know what? I don't think I read this one. If I did, I don't remember it too well. So we're not done just yet. I got to go through all of these and make sure we get them all. Got to catch them all. So this is a bowl with a Hey, Kareem, here's my question to you, bro. When you look at these old depictions of the Arabs or the Iranians, I should say, right? Or just Persians or people in the Middle East, why do they always look so Asian? And when I say Asian, I'm talking about like East Asian. Like if I go through these and show you the depictions, they always got these very chinky, squinty eyes. They look very East Asian a lot of the time. They look like East Asians in Islamic context. That's how I read into it. You said linguistics. An elision or deletion is the omission of one of. Yeah, okay. 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 Alright, so this is from 1186 Iran. It's a bowl with a majlis seen by a pool. Okay. You've got this here. A nice blue bowl. Look at the ceramics that they had, man. Like, I think it's so interesting to really learn about, the trade between these groups of people. And I'm talking about like the Chinese and the Arabs. And to me, that kind of signifies why, for the most part, they've always been on pretty decent diplomatic terms. We don't hear about a lot of wars just within the East itself. Now, when it comes to the Western world and the Eastern world, there's wars all the goddamn time. But I'm seeing a long history of trade and, diplomatic relation between the Easterners within themselves. I'm not saying they never went to war. We know there was wars and battles, and even on a tribal level, right? But for the most part, there's a lot of exchange. A lot of exchange. So it says Majlis, the intellectual salon. Entertainment took many forms at the Abbasid court, from elaborate falcon hunting expeditions to buffoons being catapulted into pools. But one type of event epitomized the period, the intellectual salon, or majlis. Used to describe both the social gathering and the location where it took place, a typical majlis featured intellectual debates, musical performance, poetry recitation, and wine drinking. Salons were held in various venues, from caliphal gardens to elite estates. Caliphs sometimes presided over them, but ministers and courtiers were also keen to show their sophistication by hosting their own events. A majlis was indeed an opportunity for refined entertainment for members of the elite, as well as a chance for the guest performers to draw the attention of these elites. Through magisterial lessons on astronomy, lively debates between Muslims and non-Muslims on religious tenets, or free-flowing discussions full of witty repartees and crude sexual jokes, newcomers could expect to make themselves known. Instant fame and fabulous wealth were on the line, in the form of sponsorship for one's work or even a permanent position as a caliphal scholar. So it seemed like the same way people be trying to come up on social media today, they would try to come up in the court, right? In the caliphal court. And I like when I read about, the culture, right? How they used to have debates in the street, how they used to have judgment in the street, like the qadis, the court for the qadi could be in his house, in the street, in the goddamn in the masjid. So it seemed like the culture has, it's very communal, and they would do things out in the open, or what we would consider out in the open. Kind of for us, especially with court, right? Court is a very specific place. You go to court. For them, court could have been outside. And that may not even just be a Western thing. That could just be a modern thing, right? To be honest. So let me see. Did I get it? Did I catch them all? I'm not reading that one. I think I already read it though. Beliefs in daily life. Yep, I read that one. Marriage and divorce. I read this before. I remember reading it actually. Yeah, I read that one too. All right, so to be real with y'all, I think I done read all of it. Yeah, I done. Nah, this is just about the game. I think I went through everything, man. Well, I could read some of these, to be honest, about the regions and the locations. So we'll start with Abbasia. Abbasia was the culture and higher-minded pursuits lend a dignified atmosphere to Abbasia. And that sounds like Abbas, right? Same thing like Abbasid. Hey, Kareem, what does that Sia, that Iya mean? Like Jahiliya, Abbasia. What does that Iya mean in Arabic, Kareem? Jahiliya, Abbasia. Okay, culture and higher-minded pursuits lend a dignified atmosphere to Abbasia. Here sat the House of Wisdom, the de facto intellectual headquarters of Baghdad, where scholars, scientists, philosophers, and astronomers from all over the empire and further afield gathered to exchange ideas. This is real? Alamut? I thought this was fictional. When an eagle landed on a nearby rock, Wasudan ibn Madzuban took it as a sign that the mountain was the destined site for Alamut Fortress. Built in 865, the fortress's name is possibly derived from Alu Amut and may mean eagle's teaching or nest of punishment. I gotta look into this real quick. So Alamut. I'm gonna look up Wasudan. So his name is Wasudan ibn Madzuban. So Wasuban would mean like, ain't no way this is a real person, man. Hold on. Because we gotta be careful. Some of this stuff is historical fiction. And you could pretty much tell was a Justinid ruler of Daylam. Let me see if he's a real person. So we could do some. Oh shit, he is real. Yeah, he's real. So this right here, this looks like it might be some legitimate history. You always got to check and make sure. So I'll drop this for y'all. Oh wait, that's the wrong way. My bad. That's just Stakri right there. I wanted to drop this one. Feminine in Arabic almost ends with ha, a ta. Medina, Madinat. Okay. Jahiliya, Abbasiya, Abbasiya. Okay. I understand that, Kareem. I should have known that. I thought it was something a little bit more than just that, though. For whatever reason, I was thinking a little bit too deep about it. I don't know if this is the same guy. Let me see if this Alamut Fortress is a real thing, or is this just the game's thing? Nah, there's real Alamut stuff in Iran. Wow, okay. I'm dropping all this in the Discord right now. Yeah, Alamut is a ruined mountain fortress located in the Alamut region in the South Caspian near the village of Ghazor Khan in Qazvin province in Iran, approximately 200 kilometers from present-day Tehran. So this is real. I just had to make sure. Oh yeah, that's true. Karima and Kareem. Kareem, you kind of got a black name, man. There's a lot of black people named Kareem. Anbar. Of ancient origin, Anbar was the residence of the Abbasid caliphs prior to the founding of Baghdad in 762. While no longer the capital, Anbar retained its role as a place of administration and of lively commerce and trade. Alright. Then we go to Harbiya. Harbiya. Baghdad's unwashed and unsung lived in the Harbiya district where the runoff of industry ended up. So it seemed like this is where the lower class people lived. A busy area that was dull and grim with soot and the debris of hard work. It was also home to the notorious Damascus Gate prison, a veritable tomb for those who fell afoul of the caliph's favor. So now we know Anbar was the old capital, right? Harbiya is where it sounded like just a mucky place to live. Alamut, we learned about, was where the fortress, that whole fortress. Abbasiya was where the scholars, scientists, and philosophers, astronomers gathered. Now we got Kark. The crowded and bustling market of Kark buzzed with the dynamic chatter of commerce. People flocked here to buy, sell, and haggle over goods of all types. It was the hub of all hubs, where one could find anything from anywhere. Rome, Africa, or even China. And then lastly, Round City. The authority of the Round City was maintained by shady officials, the caliphal guards, might, and the wealth of Baghdad's upper class. Although the caliph was the leader of the caliphate, there were many people jockeying for what influence they could get, unafraid to use the dastardliest methods to get it. So we know that that's the dome right there, the blue dome, where the caliph would stay. Alright. So this is the games part. I read about the factions here. Alright, so Mafata. And it's just showing, you know, some of the different aspects and characters in the game here. You got the marksman. Oh, look, that's a brother right there. The marksman got a black man as the marksman right there. The captain. Okay. Swordsman. Spearman. Shakaria were the elite hunters of the Caliphate Guard. Shakaria. And then you got the archer. So yeah, man, this is the game. This is the game, man. Very good game. You know, I'm pretty much parting ways with it. pretty much done. And I'm just hoping that the next one that takes place in Japan is simple like this, where I could walk through the different historical aspects of the game. Because I wanted to do the same thing with the game of Valhalla with the Vikings that I got in Europe. But it makes you go on quests. And I don't want to go on quests to be able to read the history. So, this is Basim right here. Let's see if I can make him, I thought I could meditate. Maybe I can't meditate. I thought there was a way to meditate. Well, I'll tell y'all what. Now, I'm about to play my damn game. So, I got all the learning out of here. Now I'm about to do these last couple contracts. So the first one's called the Slave Trapper, who's visiting Baghdad. So I gotta assassinate the Slave Trapper. I don't know what a Slave Trapper is. Is that a slave catcher? They should have just called it a slave catcher. See, the Slave Trapper. Basim, our informant, the same boy you rescued previously, has revealed that a slave trapper, a man famed for his devilish cruelty, is present in Baghdad with a delivery of human cargo. Find this wretch and kill him without mercy. The good air of this world is not for the likes of him. Alright, so I'm gonna go hunt this dude down. So if y'all want, y'all can stick around while I catch this slave trapper. Where is he at? There he is. He might be over here. There's one thing right here. British vocabulary, maybe? Maybe. They did such a good job with this game. When I first got it, I was like, man, I don't like this game. That's what I said to myself, because the one before this was in, what's it called? That Egypt during the Roman times? I forget what it's called. I gotta go back and revisit that briefly. And this was like a step down combat wise from the Egypt, and also the map on this one's a lot smaller, right? So I'm like, damn, I don't really like this game. It's so simple, but over time, I really grew to love this game. And a lot of people don't like it, but I like it. They did a really good job with this. It's made by Ubisoft. And it's kind of sad that I'm like done with the game. It's one of my favorite games. Great character and everything, great storyline. I didn't really pay well enough attention to the storyline. Hey, look, you see the jinn? I think this is all jinny, right? These are all jinn. But yeah. But what's it called? So Assassin's Creed Origins, which was the one in Egypt, really good game, man. So much history. I learned so much about history from that game. So much about Egyptian history and culture from that game. I did that last year. Some of those videos are still up. Some of them are not up anymore. But you know, I gained a lot of knowledge from these games. That's why I kept on harping on, you know, when someone. Oh dang! They just shot down the marksman. Just shot down.
Forgive me, Enkidu.
The bird.
Lacked vigilance.
But like I was saying, when people were saying like, "Oh, you be playing video games," I'm like, "You dumb motherfucker! This is why I'm smarter than you, because you don't even realize what I'm doing when I'm on my game. And when I'm on my game, I get paid.
There you are.
While you gotta
Now
go
lead on.
clock in and let someone else watch your daughter. Yo, look, I'm about to assassinate him. There's people around though. Should I just get him right now? This is the slave trapper. Is he black? He look black, man. You a black slave owner, bruh? Oh, hell no, man. You extra violating, man. Hold on, man. Look, he's surrounded by all these guards. But you know, I'm the master assassin, so I gotta do this without getting caught. See, I'm tracking him. He don't even know. Oh, he seen me. He saw something.
It will take more than that to evade me.
Yep, he's aware. I'm just trying to duck all these guards right here. See, he's smart. He keep on staying near them. How should I assassinate him? I could distract the guards and just run up on him and boom. Right? Look, I'm gonna do it like this. He's still right there. I could get him right now. He's not black, my bad, y'all. He ain't black. That's a white man. Watch this.
What?
Oh, he is black.
Got too close. I will have to try again tomorrow.
Oh, what the hell happened? I thought the letter said make it bloody and ugly, right? That's why I was gonna kill him like that.
There you are.
The letter literally said make it a massacre. And man, now I gotta try again tomorrow. So I guess I misread that letter then. Because I could have swore it said to annihilate him. I've been detected. Let the slave merchant flee and try again tomorrow. So what I'm gonna do the past time thing where I let the time pass so I can hurry up and get this dude again. Oh, I was supposed to just tail him. Damn. Now I see it. I wasn't reading it. So I was supposed to just follow him for a little bit before I assassinate him. So here we go. Can I sit right here? No, this ain't even one of the spots. So now I know what to do. So I just gotta follow him for a little bit. Alright. Well, we're gonna try again. I gotta pay attention a little bit better. See these signs? They have these wanted signs all around Baghdad because they're looking for me. So you gotta tear these down off the wall and whatnot.
Best I stay hidden.
So essentially, in Assassin's Creed, you play like you're part of a secret group. You basically like murder for hire. You're supposed to take out all the bad guys. Alright, so now I should be able to get him because I just passed time. So he's not too far away. He's only over here. So I was doing it right in the beginning when I was just tailing him, not getting too close and whatnot. Oh wait, let's listen to some conversations. I heard Tilka and I heard Jamila. Kafiratun. I heard Binti. So I heard some words that I know. Kareem, you understand them? I heard Qaddi.
من الآن فصاعدا سأرتدي الأسود وأعوذ بالله من أن يفكر الجرم في جهة أخرى من العالم بالرجوع أبدا.
لا أقصد تغيير الموضوع.
Lakin means but.
شعر أبي نواس؟ الكلمات المشهد أمام قصر المهدي.
See, I can't understand fully what they're saying, but I know certain words.
وصل إلى قمة المقايضة. ثقوا
لقد
بي.
غفل بطليموس عن شيء والفرغاني يلمح إلى
See, and that's also the thing with the game in Egypt too. They had them speaking that Egyptian shit. I was like, yo, that's fire, man. They really had them speaking the language. Yeah, I probably got like another year or two of studying it before I could like have like very basic conversations and very basic understanding. I'll give it like another like year or two if I like practice at least every other day. I gotta practice every other day. Couple more years. Alright, what's this? Search the square. Oh, he's about to walk by probably. Search the square northeast of Sharqiya Borough during the day. Oh, it's not daytime yet, that's why.
What do you see?
So I gotta pass time.
They are vigilant.
We gotta kill this slave trapper. Not letting him off the hook? Hell no. Alright, you guys ready? Now I know what to do. We're gonna get rid of him. Search the square. So he's over. Here he is right here.
There's the mark. Now to keep them in my sights and avoid unwanted attention.
So I can see pretty much everything that's going on. So I'm gonna start off the same way I did last time because I was doing it right. And he is black. He's a black slave trapper. And that reminds me of Tipu Tip and those Southeast Africans that were major slave traders in the 1800s. You know, it's a real thing. So, can't act like it wasn't. Yeah, black slave traders too. Probably wasn't as prevalent, but it happened. I'm gonna assassinate this dude. Oh shit, don't do it. Don't do it, Basem.
Lost. I can almost hear Roshan scolding me now.
Why did I do that?
Perhaps I can redeem this failure tomorrow.
Alright, see, I failed it again. I didn't even... It's such a natural thing for me to do that. So basically, right, when you assassinate one person and you look in another direction, you can assassinate another group or another individual. So I'm so used to doing that. Oh man. Alright. I'm gonna do it over again. And this time I'm just not gonna assassinate anybody. So let's go back. I'm so used to just killing. Hey Kareem, what time, how much longer before, I forget where you are in Canada. It's basically sundown here already now. How much longer you got until you could break your fast, if you're fasting? Is it already nighttime there? I would bet that it is. It got dark here probably about 20 minutes ago. Alright, so yeah, we doing this over again. 4:30 here. Yo, it's 4:30. Wait, it's 4:30 where you're at, Kareem? Wow. Okay, so you're 2 hours behind. So when I be thinking I'm up super late, it don't be that late for you, huh? It be just like a actual, sometimes like a reasonable time for you. I didn't realize that. You're 2 hours. See, Marquise is 1 hour. Marquise is 1 hour behind me. So you're 1 hour behind Marquise. And Sakina's also 1 hour behind me. Because they live in the Midwest. And it seems like you live... How are you 2 hours? You live in like mountain time area. Yeah, mountain time. That's right. You're in mountain time. I'm in Eastern Standard Time. Okay, that's interesting. I think that's cool though. Like YouTube, you meet people from all over the place. Y'all be in different time zones. I'm always in the future compared to y'all. Y'all in the past. I'm always in the future. I'm always... Sometimes I'm in the next day, and y'all in yesterday. I'll be in the next day, y'all be in yesterday, man. Hold on, I just gotta... Okay. I'm planning my calendar. So, and I'm gonna put one for a reminder for a day before. It's always useful to use your Google Calendar when you're making plans, or you can use a whiteboard. I have both, and what's so crazy is I have Google Calendar and a whiteboard, and sometimes I have still missed events somehow, thinking, oh, today's Saturday. No, it's really Friday. I'm like, God damn, I done missed what I was supposed to go take care of. Has that ever happened? You wrote it down, put it in your calendar, and you still somehow somehow forgot. But happy March 1st, happy Ramadan. And it feels really good because you could tell the springtime is on its way. It's so close. You could just feel it in the air. You could feel it in the air. Like for example, I woke up today and the birds were chirping like a lot. That doesn't happen in the winter. They be quiet. At least I don't be hearing them.
You must be whom I seek.
All right, here we go,
Let us
y'all.
see where you lead me.
We gonna get it done this time, I promise. The trick to this though is they got people on roofs and everything, so I got to be careful. Well, I completed a challenge. What challenge did I just complete? So yeah, I got to be careful because they got people on the roofs. Like for example, there's this guy right here on that roof, and I can't get detected at all. That's the trick. I cannot let them see me. I'm still gonna assassinate him though.
Enkidu can explore safely now.
Alright, look, he's still right there. What you say, Kareem? Google Calendar gives the time you are. Yeah, it's very convenient. Yeah, when you told me well, I don't know. You said something about Ramadan. I was like, wait, isn't it tomorrow? I don't know. So I'm not gonna assassinate that guy right there because that ruined things for me last time. Shit. I gotta stay low key. I can't let him see me. Look, he's looking around. Y'all think I could do it? Can I get him? Can I get him without being detected? So let me see.
What see you, my friend?
Oh shit, they got more.
Forgive me, Enkidu. I put you in harm's way.
Enkidu. Alright, I'm gonna go up here. I gotta keep him in sight. See, this guy right here is gonna be a little challenge because he's looking around.
There. Now focus, Basim. Do not lose them again. You cannot lose me that easily.
Alright, he's right there. I see him still. He's not getting away. I just gotta think, how am I gonna... There he is right there. I gotta eavesdrop on his conversation. So I need to sit on this bench right here. I'm gonna let this dude walk by first. So I'm gonna have to sit down on that bench. Alright, here we go. We're gonna listen in.
Finally, I am here. What? The auction has not yet begun?
Your old friend, the trapper, is still preparing his wares in the garrison.
The slave trapper must be in the garrison. No
Ah,
doubt tending to his cargo.
so that's not even him. That's the friend. Okay, so I gotta find. Is he inside this garrison in here? Or is there another garrison? So let me get somewhere safe and find this garrison.
Cast your gaze, Enkidu.
Oh, I knew it's in here. God damn. That's gonna be, man, hold on. Alright, that's where he is, y'all.
I have found my mark.
That's gonna be a tough one, because there's a bunch of guards, but I'm gonna do my best. I just gotta assassinate him. It don't matter if they see me or not. I just gotta assassinate this guy. So I gotta find a way in. Look, this guy's not gonna let me in.
Just don't.
Hey man, be quiet, man. I gotta find my way up in here.
Don't want you here.
Yeah, I know y'all don't want me here. I'm still going though. So, okay. Oh shit. Alright, here we go, y'all. Alright, I'm on the premises. Alright, he's 149 meters away. Not that far. Oh shit. Come over here. Come over here. I dare you. Yeah, that's me. Come over here.
That's odd. What?
The ones in blue, those are, I'm pretty sure they're Turkish. They wear blue. Alright, here we go. Gotta make our way right in. Oh man, I can't even get in from here. I'm gonna have to jump down onto this platform. There we go. Alright, we're 118 meters away.
I need your help, my friend.
So how can I get inside? Oh man. I'm trying to find my way in. It's tricky though. Where's the entrance? So I'm behind them, which is good. But I still gotta get over this gate.
Hey, did I ask you?
Shit. He saw me. How am I gonna get inside this gate?
Go, Enkidu.
Where am I? Alright, I'm right here. How do I get... And I can't just jump up here because there's spikes on the gates. So how... And I can't go through here because that's locked. How do I get inside? Can't go that way. It's like this whole thing is blocked off. I might have to try a different... I might have to try to go a different way. I might, honestly. Oh, shoot. They see me. And he has a flamethrower, so watch this. I'm gonna distract him. Oh, shit. That's not it.
Was true. Won't lose you next time.
Oh, he walked away.
Let the rabble come. We are always on guard.
Alright, so they're suspecting that I'm here. I'm not really seeing a way in. I'm gonna have to try a different way. Wow, he didn't even fall. Oh, there he goes. Well, actually, I'm inside already. Okay, so I got to get through this front gate. Alright. So, I got to... I could just let them see me and just run away from them, but I'm trying to do this without being detected. So let me see if I could distract this group over here. After on that. Alright, so they're aware of that. And then distract this group by throwing something over there. Did he see me? He saw me. He's coming over. Go ahead. You're gonna get snatched up anyway, bruh.
Huh? So strange. Can't avoid me forever.
Okay, so...
Not like we'll go to sleep or anything.
Alright. Alright, I snuck behind them, so that's good. Now... I could get behind this. It's just one of them. He's dead. Okay, so that's good. Now I gotta find an entrance. So there's a group over there. There's a bunch of them inside there. Hey, we got a live. Oh damn, I can't even go this way. 7 o'clock. I'm definitely getting off by 7:30, 7 o'clock to watch that live event. WWE coming on. I'll be watching that. Elimination Chamber. Okay, there we go. Let me get this guy up out of here now. See, I'm trying to do this like a real assassin and not be, not have them see me. So now I'm 20 meters away. Oh, there he is. There he is. Oh. Oh, he's a big guy too. He's not even a small dude. Okay, that's gonna be a problem.
Come this way.
Got you.
With you.
It is done. I should not have revealed myself.
I was
Time
supposed
to
to
leave.
remain undetected, but I'm taking that opportunity as soon as I could get it. I don't care if they see me or not. I got the job done.
I see you.
For the most part, I went undetected though.
Not welcome here.
Got out of there. Now we gonna run through these Baghdad streets, or side streets, sprinting. Hal anta majnoon? What'd she say? Hal anta man something. Are you something? Look at the kids. أريد something. Alright, that's one contract. That's one contract down. Let me see if there's another contract for me to do. That one was pretty good though. Hal anta majnoon? Oh, that means are you crazy? I like that one. Hal anta majnoon. I like that one. Yeah, I'm gonna start using that one. Hal anta majnoon? I thought she said something like that, but I've never heard majnoon before, so I can't even repeat it. Hal anta majnoon? Are you crazy? Kareem, you're developing a reputation to be abrasive. Are you abrasive? Hal anta abrasive? Hal anta abrasive, however you say that in Arabic. Abrasive just means rude. So Kareem, how do you say rude? Kaifa takul rude fi Arabia. Kaifa takul rude fi Arabia. Or mean, or nasty, rude. You know what I'm saying. I'm trying to find this last contract. If you say so, not gonna argue it. That's not me who says so. That's Sakina who said so. She's the one that said so. I didn't say it. I'm just repeating what she said, man. That's all. Oh, there's no new contracts. I know there's one left, though. It's this one right here. The trade delegate. It's... Alright, last contract. You seems to agree. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. How do you say you are funny? So you would say you is a... Wow. You is a... Anta... How do you say funny? You are funny. How do you say you are funny? In Kareem, how do you say that? Damn, this thing is far away. That's why I couldn't find it. You are funny. And I want to say very funny. So jiddan, right? Jiddan is very. Jiddan. You have to Google it? Okay, I'll Google it. You are funny in Arabic. Well, I want to talk about something too. Anta mutik? Anta mutik? Mudik? How do you say that? Mudik? Is that mudik? Mutik? Anta mutik? Hold on, let me see. Looks like Anta Muthik. I can't hear it. Let's try that. Ant Muthikun. Why is she putting a noon at the end? She's saying Anta Muthikun. 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 Why is she saying kun? Why is she saying muthikun? Muthikun. Ant muthikun. Oh, it's interesting. Mudhik. She said Ant Mudhikun. But she put a un at the end. What does the un at the end mean? Oh, okay. Ant Mudhik. Ant Mudhik. Alright, y'all, we're doing the very last... Dang, this is like a bustling city. What the hell is going on here? It's like loud and alive here. Where the hell am I at right now? What part of the city is this? This is Kark. What's the name of this place? Jajareya. Generally, the kun is not pronounced. Did you say le? Stop speaking English French, bro. You are speaking English French. Le. Okay. Jajareya is alive. This place is alive and well. Jajareya. Watch, one day I'm gonna go to Baghdad, man. Don't be surprised, Kareem. Don't be surprised if you see my black ass in Baghdad, man. You will see me in Baghdad. I'm gonna do a travel vlog when I go to these places. Watch. That's gonna be my plan for hopefully next year. I take an international trip. Hopefully there's no crazy wars or nothing like that. Hopefully the United States aren't planning PSYOP attacks and whatnot, trying to make it seem a certain, you know, hopefully none of that's going on. So I could travel safely, and hopefully there's no war, so I don't end up as a goddamn, what's it called? Not a prisoner, but a, what's it called, man? Hostage. Any West African? Oh, that's a good question. You know what? You know, because I'm not studying it fresh in mind right now, I can't really recall it. Like last year, I was more so doing West Africa studies. And when I mean last year, I mean like 2023. I hear a lion.
Survey the area, Enkidu.
Or a jaguar or something. Did I hear a jaguar? But yeah, this year I haven't really done West African studies yet. So they don't take black as hostage. Dave Chappelle said that. Well, Hamas did have a black Israeli hostage.
This is the place.
I don't know if you saw it, but they had him for like 11 years actually, which was surprising.
Lend me your eyes.
I was like, wow, y'all really had this dude, huh? They even took the Asians. I'm like, damn. Y'all took the Asians too, huh? Hamas wasn't playing. Yeah, for the most part, I wouldn't feel like they would want to, damn, to take me as a hostage, but I wouldn't rule it out. I wouldn't rule it out because I seen what Hamas did. But
these marks on the ground suggest someone
was
dragged away.
I think part of that is
a kidnapping, perhaps.
They recognize that black people aren't their enemies, especially in that context. They're not. So they mainly fighting against the Jews and the white man and shit. They ain't fighting against us.
Your fate is sealed.
Alright. So where's this last piece of evidence? Right here?
Signs of a struggle. There was violence here. Though probably not deadly violence. Most likely the delegate was taken somewhere nearby. I must find him before it is too late.
It's interesting. Hey, Kareem, did you see what happened with Trump and Ukraine President Zelensky? That was incredible. When I first saw that, I already knew that was like nothing like we've seen before. I was like, yo, I was sending it out like, yo, y'all gotta see this. Like, did they really just do that publicly? Like, I could imagine if they had that. Yeah, I can imagine if they did that privately, but the fact that it was so public, I couldn't believe it. And it really seems like Trump doesn't like him. That's really what it is. And I kind of didn't like Zelensky even when we had Joe Biden, because Zelensky just walks around like he's privileged. Like, oh, you guys have to do this for us. You need to protect. Like, and he was feeling that way because Biden was giving him billions and billions and billions and billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars. Whenever he asked for it, Joe Biden gave it to him, right? So that's how I feel. Zelensky, he carried that air of privileged arrogance to Trump, and Trump doesn't respect him.
There is my target.
He needed
Here is the spot.
He needed a different approach with Trump. But Zelensky let his emotions come between diplomacy, right? He let emotions rule over diplomacy. Who you talking about, Trump or Zelensky? Is a character. I think you could say that about both of them. But I think Trump was serious. Trump seriously does not like him. You can tell he doesn't like him. He doesn't respect him either. And part of why he doesn't respect him is because of Zelensky's presentation with the way that he dresses and stuff. Which I think if that's cultural dress, I can respect it. Like, for example, Africans have a certain type of cultural dress. Now, I don't know if that's Ukrainian culture to dress like that. Oh, he was a comedian, huh? I didn't know that. Wow, I did not know that. No, I didn't know that. He was a damn comedian. That's a tough sell, man. You a damn comedian, huh? Wow. Well, Trump was a businessman. He wasn't always a politician, but I guess a comedian is much less respectable and expected to become a president. Give me that key, bruh. Wow, I didn't know that. So maybe that's, you know, part of his background and the way he dresses is why he's not really respected so much. He does, I'm not gonna lie, he does put himself out there on the forefront for his people. He does seem like he cares. So I won't take that away from him and say he don't care about the Ukrainian people.
Hold a moment.
He probably does. He definitely does.
Wait, what?
I just don't think he's the right personality to get the job done for Ukraine. And the fact that Trump is going to be here for 4 years, oh, they're going to be in trouble. So I wouldn't be surprised if they got rid of Zelensky. He's not the right person. It just is what it is. He's not the right guy for the job. And this is a very crucial time for them. I mean, I've been seeing it's not like Russia's been just completely destroying them. I've been seeing they've actually been delivering a lot of blows to Russia. But the issue is more so, can they sustain what they've been doing, especially without full-blown U.S. support? No, they can't. They don't have enough manpower. I guess you could say that, but compare him to like the Senegalese and the Malians and how they dress. They dress in army fatigues with a beret on their head, right? They actually look like they're willing to die and go to war. Like, actually. He doesn't. He just looks like he's some gangster, right? And that's just the best way I could describe it. He just looks like a gangster. I don't see him in no fatigue, no beret. It's just the look. The look just looks too casual. And I mean, he's always done that though. I always thought it was different, but I understand different cultures, so I don't trip over that. He's not military. Oh, okay, that's a good point. Yeah, those other guys that's leading in West Africa, they are military. So there's a difference there. They are military.
Someone help me here!
I got you, bro.
About time. Promptness is clearly not your strong suit.
Man, be grateful. Don't
Are you
chastise
injured?
me.
No, I always grimace when I'm having fun.
See, he's acting like Zelensky. He's ungrateful. He's chastising me when I'm helping him. You need to say thank you. You should be saying thank you. That's what they kept saying to him. You should be saying thank you. Oh, there's the chest. Hold on, I gotta put you down, buddy. I gotta get this chest. So now we obviously know Ukraine lost that war. We gotta see how the whole Hamas thing turns out. That's still ongoing. And I'm noticing how the Saudis are really like, they ain't really, I don't know, they play it kind of weird with their diplomatic relations. Well, the world in the US right now, like even the Europeans are looking at us like differently. Same thing with you guys in Canada, right, Kareem? With the whole tariff situation.
The danger has passed.
I mean, I don't know how to take it, man.
They were keeping you alive for a reason.
Yeah,
It
Canada.
seems the perfume
Oh, he's
trade
Asian.
that killed was not the mastermind
he's
behind
Chinese.
all this. Instead, they intended to bring me to the person he reported to. Though for what reason, I do not yet know.
Whatever the reason, that meeting would have ended badly for
You
you.
guys are
Which
shocked.
is why I'm grateful for your intervention. Belated though it was,
Look at the
now I must go,
Chinaman.
but I will contact you
Scene.
soon.
Chinaman. What time is it? 6:57. What's his name? China brother. See, that's why I like when I learn about Abbasid history, because they had so many different cultures that came together, and that's why they were a strong empire. You can't be discriminatory and be strong. Well, you could, but it has to be within reason. How is you guys' economy, Kareem? Is you guys' economy suffering, or you guys are doing good? I don't really hear too much about the Canadian economy, to tell you the truth, though. We don't really hear anything about you guys. It's like y'all are right there, but we never hear anything about Canada. We more so talk about Mexico, but from my understanding, there's a lot of migrants that try to come through the Canadian border as well. And there was something going on up near by like Vermont area, you know. Oh, 70% of your exports are to the United States. Yeah, because you guys got those far northern regions where it's all like snowy and icy that you get a lot of resources from, I think. I forget what you guys call it, way up in Canada, toward the northern pole area. It's just so crazy to think where we are in the world now, where I mean, yeah, actually, never mind. That's something to think about at a later time. But it's a happy Saturday, Ramadan Kareem. Hey, what is Ramadan Kareem? What does that mean? Honorable Ramadan? Honorable fasting? Noble fast? Mubarak? What does Mubarak mean? Happy Ramadan? Ramadan Mubarak? Canadians just blended their economy with the U.S. and just realized how stupid it is. Okay, I see what you're saying. They are very reliant on the United States in trade. Maybe overly reliant.
New contracts on the boat.
Maybe overly reliant on the United States as it pertains to trade. That's what you're saying. Overly reliant.
Good to see you.
Nice to see you.
Ibn Musa.
Your help is invaluable.
Farewell.
I can imagine you guys do a lot of trade with France because of all the French-Canadian influence and connection. All right. Where's this one at? You see how I live life, Kareem? I take it easy, man. I don't stress. I really live a nice, laid back, calm life. And that's the way to go. NAFTA. Okay, I've heard that once upon a time. NAFTA. Gotta take it easy in life, Kareem. Sometimes you gotta rest, bruh. I know it's the hustle and bustle. You gotta provide for your family. Provide even for yourself, right? You gotta provide for yourself too. I think as men, you don't really get told. You gotta take care of yourself, right? But nah, it's a real thing. That's why everyone that be talking about the grind and hustling and all that, I'm like, I get it. But there's a way to go about it. You got to pace yourself. You don't want to burn yourself out. You don't want to get overwhelmed. You don't want to get too stressed. Sometimes you got to take it easy, man. Some people don't know how to do that. They think life's all about grind, 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 hustle, hustle, hustle. And I get that, but sometimes you gotta pace yourself, right? Take it easy sometimes. Enjoy yourself. Do things that make you happy. Yeah, that is modern slavery. Wage slavery, then you got the whole, debts, right? Like, for example, I know the Islamic financial system is different, but like, people can't afford a house nowadays. You have to take out loans, and most people can't afford a car without a damn loan, even though I think it's possible. You're going to get a used car, but you could afford one, right? Most people got 10,000 cash or 5,000 cash at least, right? You could get you a decent used car, but shit, you could even get a decent used car for less than that, to tell you the truth. It ain't gonna be perfect, but yeah, just the whole interest. I forget what the word is for interest in Arabic, but interest and loans in general is gonna keep you bound. And then you guys don't have this problem, Kareem, but in the United States, healthcare, right? The healthcare system and how pricey it is. If you're not on your employer's healthcare, health insurance, depending on your plan, is going to be fairly expensive, right? So all of that keeps people confined in one way or another to an employer. And then when you look at the definition of employ, you take the prefix M and separate it from ploy. I forget, ploy is a plot, right? So that's someone's plot. M means like, let me see what M means. M prefix, because I broke this down before. So M means put in or into or cause to or bring to a certain state. So essentially it's saying when you are employed, you are put into a plot. Somebody has put you into their plan. So essentially they're using you. Essentially, employment is someone using you. Literally, when you break down the definition of the word, you are being put into a plan, put into a plot. Whose plot is it? Well, it's not your plot. That's not always a bad thing, right? Like if you love what you do, if you love your work, then I think it's worthy to be a part of a team. ذلك
عمل مرتفع وخطير إلا أنهم لم يفقدوا سوى 3 رجال. إنه رقم.
Who's talking?
عاد ذلك الزميل البيزنطي الذكي ابن لوقا بالأمس.
I heard a good conversation. Hold on.
أطوف 3 مرات قبل الصلاة. لم أشعر من قبل أني أصح من الآن.
لا أقصد الحديث بوقاحة، لكن
Wait. Retrace my steps.
I was trying to make out what they were saying. But that's one of my goals, Kareem. I wanna learn another language. I always talk about how in America we only speak one language. So yeah, that's one of my goals before I die. I could have chose Spanish, right? Spanish is easy. I think it's an easy language. Personally, right? I could have easily just said, you know what? I'm gonna learn Spanish. But it's so common.
This is the place.
Yeah, Arabic is a good language. And I like Arabic because I had to learn how to read all over again. You know? So yeah.
Nothing can hide from us, Enkidu.
Alright, this is my last one. There he is. But nobody really speaks it the way it is taught. Right, so I would have to... Like, people would hear me speak in Arabic and be like, why are you talking like that?
You are whom I seek. Lead, and I will follow.
They probably be like, why is he speaking like that? He's so weird. Garib. 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 Yeah, Garib is weird, right? How about my language, German? Brick boy, you don't speak German. You a lie. Say something in German in the chat, Brick boy. If you really speak German, say a German word. I don't believe you. So what I gotta do, I gotta follow this messenger and not lose him. German is a weird language, man.
Time to vanish.
They be seeing, they be like, murderer, killer. You just killed somebody. Yeah, I don't know what you just said. Kareem, you understand what he just said? Labor Kane? Labor King? You talking shit, huh? You probably talking shit to me in German. He's talking shit in German, isn't he, Kareem? What did he just say? He talking smack in German. I already know he's talking smack. Damn, my leg is on fire.
He just killed!
Good. Now stay where I can see you. Would you?
Oh, shit. Oh, you said, what's up, my friend? Oh, what's up, buddy?
Hold on.
I gotta hurry up. He's getting away.
Where did you go?
Alright, he's right there. I ain't lose him yet. What's up, my friend? Brick boy.
I know that place.
Okay, so I know where he went. Big shit indeed. He told me I am abrasive. Yeah, Kareem, you gotta learn how to be nice, man.
Go now. Hey, that's your face on the poster.
He said, hey, that's your face on the poster. See, they know who I am.
Lost sight of you.
I gotta find.
Come on. Where are you?
Damn.
Ah, awful timing.
I gotta remain undetected. Y'all think I could do it? Chilling with Jaggermaster, 1 a.m. Oh, you're in Germany, huh? How'd you find this video? You play this game? You must play this game. Oh my god, don't come over here with that flamethrower. Bro. Oh shit.
You're with me. I'll nail bits of you to every one of the city gates. No.
I gotta distract these guys.
Nothing to worry about. Not
I'm
much of an
surrounded.
investigator, are you? I hate when they get away.
You need to check that India stuff? I don't think you need to check it, Kareem. Oh.
There, got you.
I should not have revealed myself.
Staver's full of tricks. Ha! I'll
They
ring
see
the
me.
alarm. There. Ah! I'll have your head, outlaw. That's right, mongrel.
Oh my gosh. She's not good.
Hold out on me, you coward!
Oh, shoot.
You are far
I'm
from
about to die.
Follow my lead!
There ain't nowhere for me to hide. Don't come up here. Don't come up here, bro. How you even know to come up here?
Got you!
Oh my god. See what I'm saying? Look at this stuff.
What's going on? God is with me!
Oh! I don't got any help. I gotta run. Oh, I'm about to die. That got bad real fast. Oh man, hold on. I can't read what y'all saying right now. I'm literally on my last leg of health right now. He's still chasing me. How you even see me, bro? That doesn't even make sense. Let me see what you said. I ended up here. You just browsed through PS4 live streams. Oh, you bought Valhalla? I got Valhalla. I bought Valhalla last year, bro. Well, I'll tell you this. What Assassin's Creed have you played? Valhalla is good, but it takes forever to beat. I'm still playing that game. I played that game over 100 hours, bro. Like, let me see if I could see how many hours I put in this game. It usually tells you. I can't see it right now. But Valhalla, oh my goodness, man. Man, I put in so many hours. That game, there's a lot to do in that game, bro. You might not never finish it. Because here's the thing, right? You got Valhalla. But you also got France, which is a part of it. You got Ireland, which is a part of it. You got Norway, which is a part of it. You got Britain, so you go to all these different places. And you also go to the Americas. But you go to, like, you know, where the Vikings went. You don't really go to, like, the States or anything like that. Vinland and shit. You go to, like, Vinland and whatnot. And not only that, you also go to Jotunheim and all their mythical, like, places that you go after you die. Like, you go to Valhalla too, right? You go to Valhalla. So, man, that game takes forever to beat. I'm still working on that game over a year, bro. And I was playing it a good amount. I told you, I put over 100 hours. Over 100 hours in that damn game. Well, Viking is not a heritage. Viking is an activity. Viking is something that you do. You go a Viking. So it was more so like an occupation. But Vikings were seen to be the Nordic people, or people from Norway, Scandinavia regions, and some, you know, those areas. But Nordic is a region. Viking is like a thing that you do, right? So yeah, I'm still working on that game. Great game though. Like, for example, the combat in the game, amazing combat. Amazing combat. Amazing weaponry in the game. Amazing. Better than this. The graphics. I like the graphics in this game.
This is where the messages are sent.
But Valhalla
I must be discreet
just,
when it comes to making the swap.
Valhalla is beautiful. A beautiful game to just like sit and look at.
Hey,
like,
what's all this then?
when you play it, you're gonna be like, wow. You know, like the graphics are amazing. They did a good job.
Killer on the loose.
Taban, I need to flee.
Hey, what is Taban? Taban. Kareem, what is Taban? Taban. Does that mean like damn or shit or like Taban? Odyssey. Okay, see, I didn't play those ones. I played hey Kareem, you hear the call to prayer? Listen. You hear the call to prayer, Kareem? Can you hear that? He said time to end fasting. Yeah, this is a good time for me to get off the game and actually be a person. But nah, this was fun though. Oh, in the game you think this is Fajr? It's early morning, huh? I mean, yeah. Wow. Isn't that cool, Kareem? That's cool, man. All the details they put in this. That's amazing. Yeah. Yeah. Brick Boy, what I was saying was, what's it called? I played Assassin's Creed Origins. The one in Egypt. That's another really good one. But yeah, play Valhalla, bro. Yo, it's a lot though. I'll just say it's a lot. Don't think when you're making progress that you almost done. That game takes forever. But alright, y'all, I'm about to get off this. It was nice hanging out with y'all. I'll probably be back late tonight, late, if I do a reading. Otherwise, I'll be back tomorrow. The call to prayer calmed me down, so now I'm about to get off the game and stop fighting. Alright, you guys, peace out. Until next time.